Hi.
So, this last week, or the week before, we went to Yellowstone. And it was a blast. We had a lot of fun, and we were there for 4 days. We camped there.
Now we're gonna go up these stairs.
Stairs to heaven.
Oh boy, I hope I can get in.
I think it's lower.
I think it's a different waterfall.
Really?
No.
We saw.
We saw 5 black bears. Well, 4 for sure black bears. Maybe a black bear, maybe a grizzly. But it was 5 bears. We saw a black wolf. We saw a lot, like live elk running around. Saw lots of
live elk.
We saw 2 mountain goats. And we saw, what else? Bison. Tons of bison.
Bison. We saw, what was it? Not antelope.
Cantaloupe?
Anyway, something
Pronghorn.
like...
That's what it is.
Oh, pronghorn. We saw pronghorn. We saw moose.
We saw
a moose. So, that's what we saw in Yellowstone. And the black bears, 2 of them, or one of them mainly, really gave us a good show. Because she was like climbing up and down trees, playing in the tree, and then she had a cub, and she was walking all around. It was so cool watching her. Because I've never seen a black bear in a tree. And she was like climbing all up and down the trees. And we saw 3...
I'm just pointing at the trees.
Oh, quite yet. We saw a couple bears in the trees. So if you go, make sure you're looking in the trees because they like to hang out in the trees. Well, the first day of Yellowstone, we mostly focused on like geysers and hot springs and all of those popular spots. What was your favorite part of the first day?
First day?
Yeah.
Setting up camp.
That was a blast. We had a lot of fun setting up camp. It's fun setting up your little stationary home out in the outdoors. The great outdoors. How does that song go?
I don't know.
And then, I think my favorite part, thanks for asking,
What was your favorite part?
My favorite part the first day was setting up camp. I really liked that, but I really liked Midway. Midway is where all the really cool geysers and hot springs are. It's like incredible. There's so much variety there of the different geysers, and I don't know, it was just so cool. I really liked it.
Yeah, it was really cool. It's
Yeah.
really big. Midway Geyser Basin.
Just so peaceful
Yeah.
because of how like just misty and clear and calm it is. Which is nice. Day 2, we focused on natural, well, I mean all of it's natural beauty, but like greenery and waterfall type beauty. So What was your favorite? And it was gorgeous. That day was like phenomenal. We loved it because there was just so much. It was just so cool. What was your favorite?
Day. Everything blends together, Katie. I can't remember anything.
My favorite
waterfalls. My
was
favorite
the canyon. I really liked
Artist Point.
Yeah, is that what that was? Artist Point. Because it was like a canyon, and at the very end there was some beautiful, gorgeous waterfall. And my other second favorite that day was, what was the one where we were standing on top of the waterfall?
Brink of Upper Falls.
Brink of Upper Falls. Because the water is like emerald. It was like the most, and it's like rushing by with like the white, what do you call that? Ripples in the water? I don't know. But
White
like,
water.
but it was like mixed with the emerald, and you see like the mountain.
Go.
You have to go see it for yourself. So that was our favorite thing on day 2. Day 3 was a mixture of animal life and just miscellaneous kind of things. Wolf eating the elk, the dead elk, and I actually thought there was about to be a showdown because in one spot there were bison, there was a wolf, and there was a bear. And so I thought for sure there was about to be some crazy stuff going down. Maybe the bison and the wolf fight each other first, and then they go after the bison, or maybe they all just team up together and go after the bison, or maybe the bison dominate. Well, good news, none of that happened because there was already some dead meat, so they didn't have to do any work. They just ate the dead elk. So the bison were happy, everyone was happy. What was your favorite thing on day 3?
Seeing the wolf and the bear, because it was early in the morning, and it was like the first thing that we saw, and everyone was there. You just gotta look for the crowds of people and ask nicely, what are you guys looking at? Because it's not always obvious.
Yeah.
And bring binoculars.
Yes.
Because we needed to use those to even see or get a good image of the bears. And
my favorite thing of day 3 was riding the horses. This is Josh with his horse, Deke. So we got to ride horses through Yellowstone. Obviously not the whole park, but a little section of it by the canyon. And it was so cool because they told us, this is a cool little fact, only 1% of Yellowstone is developed. So most people only see 1% of Yellowstone. And so when we go out in the backcountry on these horses or on hikes or something, you're seeing the other 99%. So make sure, you go out and venture out in the backcountry too. Before is when we went to Lamar Valley, and I'm not gonna lie, we were a little disappointed because we didn't see as many animals as we were hoping, but I don't know, maybe it was just an off week or an off day for Lamar Valley because everyone says it's where all the animals are. I'm trying to think, what did we even do
we just drove around everywhere.
Yeah, we drove around everywhere.
We did see the petrified tree, which I think is pretty cool. You don't get to see those very often. And then also we saw the Roosevelt Arch, which is North Yellowstone or outside of Yellowstone. But it kind of welcomes everybody to the park that comes in from that north gate.
We took down our campsite that morning.
That was sad.
And it was sad, knowing that we were going home. But we really had a good time. Dang you.
Here we are at the campsite. We're about to hear the legendary Josh
and his camp stories.
Hello, my name's Josh, and you are joining us here in southwest Yellowstone in Grant Village Campgrounds, campsite K377. I'm about to tell you a story that I'm not proud to tell you about. It's kind of one of those stories that gives you the chills, the goosebumps, the feeling that you're being watched. It was a good time.
It was really fun.
Having a campfire every night was really nice. It was nice to cook hot dogs or boiled dinner or marshmallows, for s'mores. Just all that stuff. Sleeping in a tent was kind of nice. I mean, there were bathrooms close by, so we could use that if we needed, or showers as well. We took a shower once, and that was it was a nice shower system over there.
Yes.
In Grant Village Campgrounds.
Yeah, so we stayed at Grant Village, which I wouldn't stay there again just because it's on the opposite end of everything. But as far as like neatness and the actual campsite, it was perfect, beautiful. Like the showers, good. I was expecting crap. Like I was just expecting a dingy place, but it was in this huge facility. There's like 20 showers, hot water. Super nice, super impressed. Our campsite was great. There was trees around us. It was like enough privacy, but not too much where I felt like we're gonna get like the only ones out there and a bear is gonna come eat me. So it was like, it was perfect. It was a really, really nice campsite. So I'm sure all the other ones are similar in Yellowstone. Having tinfoil dinners, my question is, why is that not a common thing still? Because they're so good, they're so healthy, and literally you just put it in tinfoil and put it on the fire and you don't have to do any work. It was like the greatest thing ever. Like, why do we not do this all the time? We did this trip on $500, which I think is a really good deal. Like $500 per trip.
That's for the campsite for 3 nights. That's for all of our food that we brought.
Equipment, because we had to buy some camera, binoculars, yeah, stuff like that.
Yeah,
we rode horses.
Horse riding trip.
And we went out to eat once, and we got ice cream once. So
everything's so expensive.
Yeah, everything's really expensive. But we wanted to remember more of like the experiences rather than the food. So we were fine just making our own. But definitely bring a lot of like car food, because you'll be in the car a lot. That was our trip. We'll see you guys next time. Bye. You guys, how's it going today? Getting your breakfast? You guys are so cute. Yeah, that's nice. I just love the lake in the background too. Yeah. Oh my gosh, Josh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.